Okay, I got everything working. I think. Hang on, there we go. Much better. Hello everyone. Hello. Hope you guys having a most wonderful day. Hi Moon. Hi Squirrel. How's it going? Hello people from Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, so forth and so on. Hope you guys having a good one. Hey God, I'm still like a little bit after what happened. I really can't go like much anywhere from what the. Well, I mean, I could still go out, but I have to have a mask on. And I was like, okay, let me just, because I was gonna go get food today, and then I was also gonna go grocery shopping too, and I was like, you know what? I think I'll just get the food for right now, and then I'll go probably like in an odd time tomorrow, maybe to the store, get some groceries, and so then I won't have to go out for the few days until Friday, because I got a doctor's appointment. Yeah. But for those that did not know what happened, that also didn't, and also I was like kind of surprised when some people were like, I was like, dude, I'm fucking dying right there, and I was like, that's cool, but I really don't care, whatever you. But anyway, I just saw like some comments were fucking crazy though, and then I saw that like what was going on. I was like, man, that's crazy though. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? To be fair, it's the internet. It's to be expected. I don't know. It's kind of weird that people do that, but I was in the hospital fucking dying, like quite literally I was dying. Because first time I got this is my first time actually catching COVID. I was practically dying. I had no movement in my legs whatsoever. So I was like, oh shit. And I was in pain. Like throughout my lower body, so that was not a nice very not a nice experience right there for those that were wondering, and probably some of those that were here and probably left and all that stuff were wondering like, oh yeah, well that was a situation. It's not because or something big the bigger and better came along. No, I was like actually in a hospital. It was not fun. I had to get so many shots. It was not nice. They also had to do like one of those spinal it's like a spinal shot. They have to go take this long needle. Well, first they numb you up, but then they take a long needle and they put it right in your back, going to your spinal cord. Church is like, I don't like where this is going. I don't like the story time. Oh yeah, well that's what happened. Yeah. And right now I got a little bit of a cough, but it's slowly going away though. But oh my god, I'm still like recovering from that shit a little bit. Like, yeah, it's mainly just the cough right now, so that's good. But yeah, I really can't go out to like big public places. Like, and it sucks too because I want to go to the gym. They said if I do go to the gym, try to go there when there's not a lot of people there, or when there's nobody, and then obviously you gotta clean the machines before you use them and after you use them. I mean, everyone should do that at least. I mean, I hope everyone does that. You know? So it's like, yeah, so that's what was going on. It was not a fun time, by the way. I do not recommend that. It sucked too because like, you know, you had like movement, and you're like, at first, like when I caught it, I was like, oh, it was like on Saturday evening. I was like walking around doing get my steps in for the day, and I was like, oh, like my feet are starting to hurt. I wonder maybe I might have sprained something, or you know, whatever. And I was like, I might have sprained something, so let me go and you know, and bottle it right back home. Went to bed, woke up, was getting hot and cold, like, you know, like how you had like a cold. So I was like, oh, let me take some Tylenol. I might have caught something when I was taking my steps. Yeah, it was not that. And then when because my legs were a little like sore though when I went to get the Tylenol, and I was like, it might be that. So then when I went over there and you know, went over there, got Tylenol, came back. I was like, well, let me go to sleep, and then yeah, and then when I woke up, it was I was like, oh my god, my legs are in pain. Oh no, it's probably nothing. I told myself, I was like, you know what, it's probably just because I was tired. You know, I like, you know, I did do a lot of stuff on Friday that was a lot like upper body, and I did do some cardio too. So I was like, I knew what cardio was. I did like a higher intensity on the it was like on a treadmill, but it was on hills, so I had on a higher intensity than before. So the incline was a lot more steeper. So I was thinking, oh, I wonder if the incline when I put into the higher intensity. Because usually, like, if on a light day, I usually keep it around like maybe like a level like 9. But then if I like the first time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it a level 15. Yeah, because I usually like for like a good one, I usually keep it like at a level like 11 or 12. But I was like, I'm gonna do 15. Yeah, that. I was thinking maybe that might have been that though, but then I was like, I'll just wait here. I'll just watch some YouTube for a little bit, see what happens. Drink a wee little of water, but I wasn't that hungry, so I was like, I might be just cold. And then my body's starting into a lot of pain, and I was like, okay, I don't think this is a regular fever anymore. And I was like, okay, maybe I might have something else. I was like, let me get my phone. Well, I had my phone on me at the time, and I was like, let me go and like go on the other side. And then right when I was trying to move, like that's when everything was in pain. I was like, oh shit. And then I put my feet down, or I was trying to move my feet, but then they were like, they're not moving. I feel like I'm moving them, but they're not moving. And then yeah, luckily I was holding onto the bed frame when that happened, and I was like, oh shit. I know I was able to like slowly like kind of like mitigate the effect of me falling, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh shit, my legs. That was not fun. I was like, well, at first I was thinking, it's like, well, I knew it, my time has come. And we don't even have GTA 6 yet, and I already can't walk. I made that joke many times, but damn, I really wasn't trying to be serious right there. But yeah, that's what happened. I was like, oh shit. Luckily I had like one of the housemates here, and they were able to help me out, and they called like the 911 stuff. I was like, dude, what the hell? I found out then, yeah, like at the hospital they had to take all the shots in there and all this other testing, and they're like, oh yeah, it's COVID. And I was like, what? I'm thinking I got that when I went to Dokomi. I had 5 people. Desi said that she did not have it, and her partner, so I'm like, okay, that brings it down. I suppose I'll allow you know what, that is a convenient alibi. I'm pretty sure you seem fine, but however, what about them? I just kid. I'm just messing around. But I was like, damn. But I met so many people though, so I really can't say who it was, but if it's one of the people that I know that I follow, and they're like, oh guys, I caught COVID, and I just didn't know. I must have got it from when I was at Dokomi and all that. I was really like, I knew it. It was you. You were the culprit that gave it to me. Like finally a worthy opponent that I control now. Our battle will be legendary. Immediately gets cancelled. But yeah, that's what's going on, and I can't even leave though all that much though. Like they said, they'll really mitigate the amount of like contact that you have. That's the downside. It's like I like if I want to go to the gym now. I mean, I usually go to the gym late anyway when there's like not that many people there, because that's the time I prefer to go. So that's pretty good. But I'm like, damn, I have to fucking like just. It's like, god damn, man, what the fuck? It's bullshit. I have to wait right here. I'll wait right here until like the time. I mean, either way, I'm okay with it because it's like okay. But I don't know, like, and I don't know, like, we may or may not like do the community gaming night just because of that. I mean, if there is still one right there, we're gonna, just because like Destiny is still going like with that thing right there. I honestly, I'm trying to push it to the point where they look at Marathon. It is a complete failure, and they have to admit it. I'm just gonna say this too. I even saw like Charlie's reaction on there, and he actually watched the final shape, and I've been telling people like the final shape is a good wrap up. It wrapped up the Light and Darkness saga, and it was a good send off. And he watched it, and Charlie said that yeah, this was a very good send off for that for Destiny 2 and Destiny 1, which would be the Light and Darkness saga. So yeah, he said that, and then he also said like it's crazy that they didn't decide to go working on Destiny 3 after that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Destiny 3 anytime soon. So that's what. So I saw that recently too. So that's what I'm probably doing for like gaming night tonight. But I'm probably just gonna be arting like probably like an hour-ish time, and then I'm probably just gonna like put the thing away, and I wanna like at least watch some videos, because I know some of you guys put some videos like on Destiny. I saw some of those. I saw one that was in particular you guys posted on. I want to watch that one too. So, and then there's also some other stuff that I've also wanted to watch with you guys too, that was also shared, and I was like, wow, okay, this looks pretty interesting. I want to check that out with you guys. So let me just get this loaded on really quick. But yeah, so the moral of the story is, chat, like for me going to the Dokomi, I have learned many things. Sorry. See, look, I still got that thing in my, like, I still got a little bit of like of something in my throat. So it's like, but yeah, I like the one time I step out of my bubble. Now, one time I try not to be the thing where you're was like antisocial. Was what it was, antisocial. The one time I go out of my way, go to a place in Germany, and it's Dokomi. I hang out with all the people that I've known online and all that sorts of stuff. And then I catch COVID. And then they don't catch it, and they didn't even have mask on, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm the only one that has a mask on, and you guys didn't catch it? So I literally, so are you telling me that I had all the protection? I like, okay, mental note, do not have protection, guys. Protection, okay, actually, you know, don't take what I say to heart, because I don't want to be responsible for something. Oh god. Oh my god, yeah, I honestly feel like I would be responsible for so many things that would happen. But yeah, but I had a mask on and all that stuff too. Like, the siblings did not have mask on. Like, only one that the other one had mask on was Silver, and that was because she's a public you know, public creator and stuff like that, so everyone knows her. Try to keep her identity safe, and also the con stuff. That's the other reason why I had the mask on, because people be talking about that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep the mask on me at all times. I literally had the protection, and it still did not work. And I'm right here just like, damn, okay, do not have protection. Mental note. Protection does not work. Noted. Okay, cool, that's nice. Honestly, I kind of hate that, because right now, like, Spooky is on, and she's perfectly fine. Everyone else is fine except me. The first time I go out of my bubble, and now I'm going back in my bubble. I will not leave this bubble anymore. everyone's going to be like, oh wait, but Sin, like we saw the tweet with you and Silver, and you know she was like really like you know like happy and all that stuff, and you know saying like, oh my god, you know, like I'm glad you enjoyed the first con. So no, that's my last con now. I caught COVID. I literally had armor. I was armored up, and I still caught it. I'm just built differently, I guess. The luck was I literally like, wow, what was the thing that people always say with like rolling dice or some shit like that? It's like you need to roll a 7 or 5 or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, he was like, and it's like if you roll anything any high or low, it won't be effective. I'm like, okay, 29. And you're like, what? How'd you roll a 29 in dice? Like, I don't know. It just fucking happened. But there's only 2, and you can't get a 29. It's mathematically impossible. It's scientifically impossible. I don't know, man.